Hey guys, I am Mayank Jain. Welcome to my channel. So today we'll be talking about how to get started with trading in 2025. I see a lot of aspiring traders getting started with trading but with the wrong expectations, and that will indefinitely lead to your journey being extra long. And today this video is just made for these people who want to know exactly what are the right steps to build your trading career. Okay, so we'll start with the very basics of what a trader's journey is. And for that, I will explain you my own journey. So, as I told you, I am Mayank Jain. I've started my trading journey almost 6 to 7 years back. Back then, I started trading in the Indian markets, obviously, because there was no exposure to forex or crypto markets for me back then. So, I started trading in the Indian markets. I started with very basic concepts such as support and resistance and a lot of indicators, moving average, even time based strategies. And that is what started my journey back in the day. But as soon as time progressed, my thirst for learning and my curiosity led me to learn a lot of different, very advanced concepts, namely SMC, Malaysian SNR. I've done a bit of ICT, I've done a lot of work with LIT, and all these concepts have led me to build my own trading system, which is what I'm trading currently. So in this video, I'll be explaining you the basics of trading and what all do you need to actually get started with this journey, and also the major mistakes that people do as beginners that you can avoid, and it will definitely shorten your journey to a very big extent, right? So let's get started already. Okay, I'll firstly tell you what kind of markets there are that you can trade that will actually determine the kind of risk you're taking, the timings that you're involved in the market, and also the right kind of access to capital you will need to get started with it. So namely, there are three major markets that I look at. That's Indian market, that which includes equity, short term, intraday, and long term, that is investing. There is forex markets, that is majorly swing trading and intraday trading, and there is crypto markets, which is way more volatile, but it is more slanted towards long term investments, that is in the range of 1 year to 2 years ka bracket. So these are the three markets that are readily available right now for you to trade. How do you actually get started and decide on which is the right fit for you, right? So if you are an absolute beginner, I would recommend you to start with Indian market and the equity side of it. Why do you ask, right? The basic reason is that once you get started with equities, the volatility of equities market is very low. So it allows you the time to think, to learn, to practice your concepts without the risk of losing money. So if you get started with equity, the major swings that you will feel in your portfolio will be around 5 to 10% on a quarterly basis, right? So that is not a lot. So even if you get started with, let's say, a lakh of rupees, that will be 5 to 10,000 rupees in a quarter, in a 3 months time, right? So utana risk appetite if you have, that only then obviously get started with trading first of all, but then that will be the right fit for you to get started with the Indian equities. The next one, as soon as you're okay and decent with Indian equities, the next market for you to move on to will be forex, because it allows you more time flexibility, it allows you better price action, it allows you better access to capital also because of funded prop firms. So this indeed will help you to get to the next level of trading. And then comes crypto trading, for example. So crypto as an industry is evolving very rapidly every day, right? But it is very risky, and only the people who have access of money, right? The people you've earned your money and you want to put 10, 15, 20% of your allocation of your funds in crypto, only then get into crypto, because it is very risky. So these are the three overall markets that you can look at. Now you've like decided on which market you want to get started with, right? So next is understanding the base and the foundational concepts of trading. The foundational concepts of trading include price action or understanding technical analysis. Foundational concepts include trading psychology. Foundational concepts also include risk management. all of these concepts actually make a trader away, like a person that is not a gambler but actually a businessman, right? Once you understand and apply these concepts, then you get started in the business of trading and you are not gambling in the markets. Most of the people who are in their first few years, they think that they are traders and they are doing a business, but that is not true. They are actually degenerate gamblers who are trying to make some quick bucks in trading, and that is not what will get you to be the right kind of a person who will make money from the markets. To make money from the markets, it is a very tough job, right? For you to be that person who can take money out of the markets, you have to be evolved into a person who is very good with managing money, taking risk, avoiding the notion of fear and greed, avoiding getting into the mindset of making money very quickly, and thinking of this as a marathon and not a sprint. So next we'll move on to the concept wherein what kind of resources that are available right now for you to get started with trading. So I, being on the experienced side of the spectrum, I can easily tell you that you have ample of resources to get started with trading in 2025. There are so many free resources available on YouTube. There are so many good content pieces on Instagram. There are so many good blogs that are written all over the internet about trading that you actually don't need to get started spending money on mentorships or spending money in learning trading from offline classes or institutions per se. The best way to get started is go on the internet, and with the right expectations. Obviously you shouldn't be expecting that आज मैंने ट्रेडिंग का कंटेंट पढ़ना चालू किया, कल मैं ट्रेडिंग करूंगा और परसों से पैसे कमाऊंगा. दैट इज नॉट द राइट अप्रोच. You are gonna take a few years to actually make money, but then if you get to learning as fast as possible, you will actually make more money and more like gain a lot of more confidence in the shorter run, right? In the next couple years, it will take you time for you to build your own trading system, to build your mindset in a way wherein you can actually trade, and a lot of ample more things. But to get started with that, today you need to start learning. That is the first thing that you should start with. Don't fall into the notion that चल मैं ट्राई कर लेता हूँ ट्रेडिंग, आज ₹1,00,000 डालता हूँ और वो ₹1,00,000 से मैं कुछ तो करूंगा एंड देन मेरा पैसा बन जाएगा. आई लर्न फ्रॉम द मार्केट्स. That is the wrong strategy. Maybe you can take a decade, maybe even you can never learn, right? Because it is a very complex organism. Markets are not easy to understand. So the best approach is to learn from the experts. So first is obviously you got the free learning. Start applying that knowledge on the basic sense of it, and then if you need, you can get to a specialized or an expert level using the help of mentors. Now selecting a mentor is a humongous task. It is very hard. There will be a lot of misses, but then you need just one right hit, right? You need to find the right mentor. You have to try out a couple of mentors first, and then you will reach your ideal mentor, and then probably your trading journey from there, from the intermediate level to the advanced level, will be way more easier. So that is the next thing to do. Okay, so now you've learned trading from your mentor, and now you are hoping that you can start making money. But there's this one step that is before earning money, right? That is making your trading plan, making your own trading system that is so concrete that nobody can move you from that. Once you start with a proper trading a proper trading system that is your own, nobody can stop you from making money in trading, because you have exact data and exact numbers of what your edge is, right? You know that if I take 100 trades based upon your back testing and your front testing, you exactly know that 100 में से 70 will be right, 30 will be wrong. The 30 which will be wrong, I'm going to lose, let's say, 30 rupees in that. The 70 which will be right with a 1:2 risk reward, I'm going to make 140 rupees on that. If you have that sort of clarity, that is what will give you the confidence to make money in the markets. But now, what are the smaller elements of a trading plan? And let me tell you about all of these so that you know exactly what to look for when you are actually getting started with the process of it. So number one is your analysis bit of it, your market analysis. Number two is going from HTF to LTF. Number three is getting to your trading entry system, right? Trading entry system or the entry model that you have. Number four is the entry, exit, targets and the stop losses. Okay, entry, exit, targets and the stop losses. And number five is how do you manage your trade after it has already gotten started. Okay, how do you what is trade management, right? Once you get started with the trade, you should know exactly where you're gonna break even, where you're gonna take your partials, in which scenarios will you like exit complete positions, how will you manage your trade during news. All of these things are very very important for you to have that in your trading plan itself. It should not be momentary on what you feel like to do. It should be written down in a trading plan, right? Then will come the part, then will be the part wherein you will actually understand data, right? How do you make journal entries of your trades? How do you understand these journal entries? How do you make spreadsheets for your trades? How do you actually navigate what is your A plus setup, and to come down to that 1, 2, 3 trading like specific edges that will actually differentiate you from the crowd. Okay, so that is the end part of trading system. Okay, now we established that how do you get started with building your trading system and the end part of it. Now, so the last part of this conversation is starting small and staying consistent. Okay, now this part, it's small, it sounds very boring, right? You have to start small and then you have to consistently grow and not rush into things, not put in big capital. But it is actually the most important and the fastest way to become a profitable trader. If you're starting small, you don't actually lose big money in the market. And if you see people around you, the only reason that they are not able to do actually big things in trading is because they have previous losses that they want to recover. They have a lot of stress in their mind that they want to first actually get rid of the losses from the past, and then they will think of making money in the future. But if you start small, your losses will be small, and what that will lead to is a free mind. A free mind is a trader's paradise. You have to understand that the mind of a trader has to be very sacredly kept. If you're taking small losses, small wins, it will not lead you to take in account that fear will take over you, or greed will take over you, or revenge trading will take over you. You will be very much sane and at peace with yourself. So now we have concluded on what the exact process is from the start to the very end of trading spectrum. Right now we've seen through and through. So let me just conclude it in the end of the video. I'm going to tell you that the start of the trading was from understanding the very basics of trading, the foundational lessons, and setting your expectations right. Then was understanding technical analysis, understanding what all things not to do, what all things that are very true to a trader's identity, and you have to inculcate that in yourself. And the next part was understanding the advanced level of concepts that you have to learn from either the internet or the right mentors. And then comes the part wherein you make your own trading system. Once you are done with your trading system, then is the part where you actually start your trading, and you slowly over the time grow it bit by bit. Then you actually go to a level wherein you're confident to manage other people's capital, and then that is the point where you'll make very big money in trading. So I feel I have very nicely put a trader's journey, and I hope you gain a lot of insight from this video. So thank you so much for viewing it till the end. As this is my first video, I would request you all to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much.